Welcome to this 30-minute yoga routine. This is a full body sequence of gentle movement and stretches designed to relieve tension when your body's feeling sore and stiff. We'll begin this practice in Seiza. Come to a kneeling position, sitting on top of your feet or on top of blocks. Rest your hands on your legs and close your eyes. Take a deep breath into the center of your chest. Let it go and soften your neck and shoulders. Draw your next breath into your belly, and as you exhale, allow your hips and lower back to relax. Take one more deep breath into the whole body, and as you exhale, allow your eyes to open and begin to climb forward into child's pose. Walk your hands out in front of you and open your knees wide enough to allow your ribs to soften down. Bring your forehead to the floor and feel the stretch in your lower back as you breathe into the whole back. Exhale and soften through the back of your heart and feel your connection to the earth now. Another deep breath into the back. Exhale and feel the tailbone reaching back and down toward the toes. Come up to hands and knees and set your body up for cat-cow. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. With an inhale, lift your gaze, come into a back bend and draw your shoulders back. With an exhale, round your spine and tuck your chin and tuck your tailbone. Inhale and arch your back. Moving slowly, round your spine as you exhale. One more breath now. Inhale to arch your back, open your chest. Exhale and round your spine. Bring the spine back to neutral and walk the hands forward to set up for some slow hip circles. Bring your hips over to the right and back near the heels and pause here, stretching the shoulders and the spine. Swing to the left now and forward back through your hands and knees position. Continue around to the right and slowly make your way around through this circle. Inhaling as you come forward and exhaling as you move toward the back. Next time you come forward, switch directions, moving toward the left and back. Continuing around 3 circles. Feel your shoulders, your ribs, and your hips. Circling around one last time. Inhale and come back to center. Finding an active child's pose now, send the hips back, tuck the toes, arms are straight. Now ripple up through a rounded spine to shift forward into a back bend. Keep your arms straight and drop down through your hips. Lift your gaze and slowly roll down onto your belly. Once your forehead touches the floor, roll back up into a back bend. Inhale here. Exhale, send the hips back, rippling your spine back to your active child's pose. Flow through this 2 more times. Slowly round up. Move toward your back bend, letting the hips drop. Supporting yourself on your arms and lifting your gaze. Roll the front body down to the floor. Let the forehead make contact and then roll right back up. Lift your chest. With an exhale, round back. Active child's pose. Stretch through the shoulders. Inhale, slowly ripple forward, feeling the spine on the way into this back bend. Roll your shoulders back. Slowly lower down onto your belly. Slowly peel yourself back up. Send the hips back toward the heels, active child's pose. Stretch through your shoulders. Untuck the toes now and set up for thread the needle. Slide your left arm under your right and rest the side of your head on the floor. Walk the right hand toward the top left corner of your mat. Open the right side of your chest and feel the stretch of your left shoulder blade and the left side of the neck. Breathe into this upper body stretch. And if it feels good at this point, explore lifting up through the right arm. You can inhale and reach up here. And with your exhale, let the hand tuck behind the low back. Or if you prefer, keep the hand on the floor above the head. Wherever you are, breathe into your thread the needle position. Breathe into the shoulders, the chest, and the upper back. Slowly release the pose now, letting the hand find the floor above your head and come back to hands and knees. As you return to hands and knees, find your active child's pose, settle down through the back of the heart, and untuck the toes to slide your right arm under your left for thread the needle on the second side. Walk the left hand up above the head and over toward the top right corner of the mat, peeling open through the left side of the chest. Deep breath into the upper back. Exhale and feel the stretch of the right shoulder. Lift your left arm up to the sky with a deep breath. And with your exhale, take it behind the back. You might rest the back of your hand against your sacrum or tuck the hand into the crease of the thigh. Breathe deeply as you hold. And when you're ready, slowly release left hand back toward the floor. Return to hands and knees. Inhale. And with your exhale, find downward dog. Lift the hips and take a few moments to enjoy your first dog. Taking a full deep breath here. And as you exhale, walk the hands back toward your feet to come into ragdoll. Hold on to opposite elbows and hang your torso as you gently sway side to side, feeling the spine decompress. Sway back to the center, release your arms, and find halfway lift with hands on the shins. Roll your shoulders back, lengthen your spine and look forward. Exhale and release back down to a forward bend. Hold opposite elbows once again, ragdoll. Releasing, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and release back down, hanging and holding opposite elbows. One more time, halfway up. Release and come down. Hold opposite elbows one last time. And now let your hands find the floor again. Walk your hands forward toward the front of your mat, moving right through downward dog into plank. Straighten the body out. Shoulders over wrists, inhale. And exhale, drop your knees, come all the way down onto your belly. Setting up for cobra, press the hands down under the shoulders and lift up through the chest. Find your back bend and inhale your breath. With your exhale, look to the right, maybe all the way back behind you. And come back to center and exhale to the other side. Bring the head back to center, inhale. Exhale, roll back down, touch the forehead to the earth, and press your hips up and back, downward dog. Walk the legs now, bending one knee at a time, stretching back through one leg and then the other, and feeling your hips and your lower back. Good, and now coming back to center, lift your right leg up and back for three-legged dog, either keeping the hips square or opening the right hip back as you bend your knee and take the foot toward the opposite side. Look under your right armpit, inhale your breath, and exhale, slowly draw this knee toward the top of your mat for pigeon. Drop down through the hips and take an upright pigeon. Walk your hands back. Lift your chest, find the back bend, stretch through the front of your left thigh and hip, maybe even pressing into this right knee to get a little more height. Optionally, clasp the hands behind the back, opening the chest a little more as you straighten your arms. Take a deep breath. Release the clasp and bring the hands to the floor in front of you. With wide hands, slowly lower down, bending the elbows. And inhale to lift your chest back up. Come back down again as you exhale. Let the inhale lift you back up. Exhale, slowly lower down again. And inhale, slowly rise up to the back bend. This time with your exhale, come down and stay down, finding your comfortable version of pigeon, whether it's resting on the elbows or resting the head on the hands or a block. Settle into this hip stretch, feeling it in the right outer hip and into the right glutes. And breathe into what you feel, allowing your body to rest. Slowly begin to rise up. As you come up, sit over onto your right hip, bring your back leg around to the front to cross it over and place your left foot on the floor, right on the outside of your right thigh. Clasp around the knee and lift your heart forward. Inhale. Exhale and place the left hand on the floor behind you. Lift up through the right arm. Inhale. And exhale, take the elbow to the outside of the knee. Use this elbow to gently push yourself into the twist. Staying here as you loop your left shoulder back and lift up through your spine and through the crown of your head. Inhale into this tall spine and deepen into the twist on your exhalation. Slowly release the twist, face forward, and stack left knee on top of right for shoelace pose. Alternatively, you could take square pose instead or figure four on the back. For shoelace, hinge forward at the hips until you feel a stretch in the outer hip, especially the left outer hip and glutes. Relax your head, relax your shoulders, and soften through your spinal column. Breathe into the stretch that you feel and relax here. Slowly rise up now. And slowly make your way back into downward dog, taking the left leg behind you. Tuck your toes under and step the right leg back to meet the left. Walk out your legs and feel the difference between your right and left hip. And when you're ready, lift your left leg up for three-legged dog. Open up the hip, optionally bend the knee, let the foot hang toward the opposite side, and inhale. Now we exhale, take this leg forward to the top of the mat for pigeon. Drop the hips to the floor. Lift up through your chest. Walk the hands back. Feel the stretch in the front of the right hip and thigh. Loop the shoulders back. Take a deep breath into this back bend. Optionally, take the hands to clasp behind the back, straighten the arms, open the chest, and inhale. Release the hands. Take them to the floor in front of you. And begin to bend the elbows and slowly lower your chest toward the floor, moving the spine like a wave, inhaling back up. And continuing with your breath, moving down as you exhale and up as you inhale. Lift one last time. Now with your exhale, find your pigeon pose and hold. Resting on elbows or resting forehead on top of stacked hands. Let your breath guide your body as it softens here. Slowly rise up from pigeon and sit over onto your left hip as you bring your back leg around to the front. Place the right foot on the floor on the outside of the left thigh as you tuck your left foot next to your right hip. Clasp the hands around your knee, lift up through your spine, inhale, and exhale, right hand on the floor. Lift your left arm up to the sky with a deep breath. Now exhale as you hook your elbow on the outside of the knee and twist around to the right, rolling the shoulder back, looking back behind you. Lift your spine up tall and a nice deep breath in here to lift up through the crown of your head. Stay in the twist as you breathe. Slowly release now. Turn to face forward and stack your knees right on top of left. Taking your shoelace or an alternative stretch as you hinge forward and find your edge where the stretch in your glutes and hips feels like something you can breathe into and soften into over time. Slowly rise up from shoelace. With an upright spine, release your legs in front of you for seated windshield wipers, feet wide, hands supporting you behind your back, knees to the right, and then over to the left. Find your own rhythm side to side to release your hips and low back. back to center and come into butterfly. Place the soles of the feet together, knees wide, and come forward over the legs, adjusting as needed on the way down to feel a good stretch in the inner thighs and lower back. Hands might clasp around the toes or rest on the floor in front of you. Allow your shoulders to relax, soften down through your spine, and let the weight of your head relax. Slowly release and come up with your spine tall. Take the legs in front of you, straightening them out for a straight leg forward bend. Walk the hands down the legs and come forward with your spine soft. Allow your head to relax and allow your spine to relax. Hands to the feet or the shins. With your inhale, lift up halfway. With your exhale, lower down. Relax once again. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release back down. One more time, lift and lengthen. Exhale, this time soften into a long stretch for the backs of the legs and the spine. Feel this symmetrical stretch along the back of your sacrum, the back of your hips, and the backs of your legs. Slowly come up into an upright spine and slowly come onto your back. And once on your back, draw your knees in toward your chest. Clasp your hands around your knees and take a moment to simply rest, hugging yourself and feeling your body being supported by the floor. Inhale a deep breath now, and as you exhale, lift your forehead towards your knees, squeezing into a ball and maybe holding onto opposite forearms or elbows. Release the head back down and place one hand on each knee, circling in a clockwise direction with your knees, massaging your sacrum, massaging your lower back. One more time in this direction. And the knees come forward again, and then we will change directions, circling counterclockwise, nice and slow, about 3 times. Come back to center with your knees, place your feet on the floor. Come into spinal twist, scoot your hips to the left, draw your knees in and let them fall over to the right. Extend your left arm out to the left side and adjust your shoulder blades to firm them against the ground. Place your right hand on your knees to help anchor them down. And settle into this twist, breathing with an easy, steady rhythm. We'll slowly release with a rainbow movement of the left arm, taking it up next to the head. Breathe into the left side of the trunk, and then cross the arm over the face, curling up into a ball on your right side. Roll up to center yourself on your back again, and we'll find the twist on the second side. Hips to the right, knees to the left. Reach your right arm out to the right and adjust your shoulders so that your shoulder blades are firm against the ground. Place your left hand on your knees, anchor them down, and feel this stretch between the right shoulder and the right knee. Breathe into your ribs as they twist, your waist, and feel your spine twisting. Slowly now, shift so the right arm comes up next to the head. Pause here and take a deep breath into the right side. And exhale and cross the arm over your face, curling up into a ball on your side. Slowly roll back up to center. Straighten your body out. Preparing for bridge, place the feet close to the sitting bones. Bring your arms to the sides, place your palms on the floor, and peel your tailbone up to find a back bend. Press strongly into the feet and lower back down. 2 more times. Lift up. Come back down. And here comes our last one. Inhale. Exhale back down. Good. Draw the knees in and find your way into happy baby. Hold the bottoms of your feet. Lift the soles of the feet up to the sky and find any movement that feels good, or find stillness if you like. Release now and extend your body long into a final relaxation pose, Shavasana, or any restful position that feels good to you right now. In this centered position where your body is fully supported, let yourself make any final adjustments so you feel the energy can flow through your shoulders, through your hips, through your arms, and through your legs. Take a full breath into the center of your chest and let it go as your body softens completely. Take a deeper breath into your belly and into your heart now. And as you exhale, gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Clasp your fingertips above your head. Turn the palms away as you stretch the whole body long. As you exhale, release your arms, bend your knees, and roll over to the side. Take your time to slowly come up into a seated position. Sit in easy pose or any comfortable position. Let the hands rest on the legs Close your eyes and sit up tall. Noticing how you feel compared to when you began your practice. And take 3 full breaths in and out, honoring this time with yourself. Last time, breathing in. And with your exhale, place your palms together. And this closes our practice today. I hope you feel amazing, and I thank you so much for taking this time to join me today. Please be sure to move slowly and gently into whatever comes next in your day or evening. And I look forward to practicing with you again very soon.